With just 2 weeks left for the election platform is intensifying. Here are some of the views expressed on the election stage.
Some in our own party are saying that some of us are leaving for the United National Party. But they do not know the hidden meaning behind this. This means that the SLFP cannot form a government. They must think about the harm which is caused to the party through the scuffles they have and the things they say for votes. The Sri Lanka Freedom Party has divided into two factions. Right now there is a battle within the party as to whether they are to move forward on a democratic avenue or to the tunes of fascism. The regime led by Mahinda Rajapaksa has still not learned a lesson from their defeat. They do not understand that they lost because they spread racism in the country. So because of that, we say to them that Mahinda Rajapaksa has lost, and come this election, it will be the end of the rest of them as well. According to my calculations, the UMP doesn't stand a chance of winning this election. I have formed governments and at the same time broken off governments. Nevertheless, I say to you that we will not allow Ranil Wickremesinghe to form a government on the 18th. We suffered defeat for 20 years because we took the wrong decisions. We are ready to rectify them. Now not only the UNP supporters, but supporters of the SLFP, JVP and various other parties who were asleep for 20 years are rallying for good governance. The United National Party constantly created an ideology in the country on fraud and corruption. However, after forming a government, they have committed the two biggest financial frauds in the country's history. One is the central bank bond transaction and the other is the deal through the Colombo Outer Circular Highway. It was said that legal action will be taken against all acts of bribery, corruption, thuggery, thievery and murder. The question among the people was, why is there a delay in this? There were 7,000 complaints, and in a few days we will publish all 7,000 complaints in the newspaper. Of these 7,000, only 52 have been concluded. When forming the government, the UNP had the responsibility of fulfilling their promises mentioned in the 100 days program. But what did they do instead? They sorted out their friends' bank debts. They did not cut off the farmers' debt of 3,500 million. That is no surprise. Even 5 years after the war, the cost of living did not go down by a single cent. But we were able to give the people concessions within a matter of days. We increased wages by 10,000 rupees, pensions by 3,500 rupees, and we re-strengthened the economy. I must tell you very clearly that we will not allow for any divisions or the LTTE to raise their head in the country. Our party was affected the most by the LTTE. They were speaking of providing 1 million jobs. They are planning on reducing the state service from 600,000 to 300,000. They wanted to make this the miracle of Asia. Let alone the miracle of Asia, but a mother in labour cannot even travel to a nearby hospital because the roads are bad. If she tries to travel on these roads, the miracle, your child, will be born on the road. Constructing harbours where ships don't arrive has not benefited the people. Airports were constructed, but planes don't land. The people of Hambantota have not benefited economically. The Hambantota district has become one of the most rural districts now. Should Hambantota be developed or not? This government has failed to generate employment within this decade. We have presented a program in our election manifesto that we will create 1 million jobs in a span of 5 years.
Some children stay back after they are done with the O-level examinations. They wander around or they resort to obtain a lease of 400,000 to buy a three-wheeler and ride it for hire. But is that the dream that we all would like to pursue? That is not what we need. Policies were not implemented to fulfill dreams over a decade.
They should do what they said they would do to get votes. They should say what they intend on doing. They are saying things which are irrelevant.
We are still choosing from a bunch of uneducated fools who have not even passed their 8th grade. This is why they slept under the air condition in Parliament wrapped up in blankets. You need 6 passes and 2 credits to be hired for a job. but to Parliament we send murderers, drug dealers and rapists.
I have never done anything for my own benefit. I did change my party, but there is only an issue if I had changed my party to gain benefits and privileges. I didn't change my party because of that. If destiny has set a journey for me, it will definitely take me there. They're making astounding promises. It's like in a children's novel how they clung onto the tail to go to heaven. Similarly, these children are waiting to go to heaven soon after the elections. But what they will find is hell in addition to the one which was created before.